Okay, Rob, here's your lesson. Okay, so we are really just focusing on contact. Okay, we're not really focusing on so much of the backswing pieces at the moment, other than the fact that we're trying to keep, your weight from center to slightly forward on the backswing, about 60%. And the reason for that is if you look at this transitional piece, you'll see that there's more weight on the right foot, less on the left, and your foot actually kind of turns in to create a flaring of the foot. Okay. If I have Aaron Badley here on the right, and you can kind of see what the shoulders are doing and then what the foot is doing. Okay, so we kind of lose that extension piece in the arms, and the hips don't really pivot enough. This is actually one of your first swings. So now, here's what's important. I'm going to put a line right on the head. Okay, line on the head. Alright, so as you make your transition, you start forward, you drop down, arms begin to separate, and your right leg gets more weight on it and lowers. Okay, and then we have some issues with creating power with that because we haven't done any extension yet of the body to hit it farther. Look at Aaron; he's moved forward. Try to keep his head pretty much in the same spot, maybe a couple inches forward, but for the most part. And his legs are more forward, his weight is more forward, and his hips are starting to tuck, and then they start to rise. Okay. See over here that things tend to go back, so your head actually moves back about 5 to 6 inches backwards. Okay, so that makes things a little bit more difficult to do as far as when it comes to controlling where you want to hit it and controlling how it curves. Okay, now I'm just going to pull up one of the later ones. I want you to kind of look at the differences. It is pushing a little bit of your weight forward, just a little bit. Okay, we're not talking about 80%, we're talking about 60% at the get-go. Taking a small backswing, just trying to get some punch, and trying to keep the right leg completely straight. And it still lowers, but your weight's going forward. You can see how your front foot is assuming the weight position. Now your handle's getting more forward, your head's not going back as much. Starting to rise your belt. That was the last piece. Okay. Look at that again on another one. Right leg straight, weight forward. Very good. So we're starting to see that this is starting to calm down the axis of your rotation, which we can tell by the head, but it's somewhere in between the shoulders. Say it's right here. It's starting to calm down a little bit because the leg work's starting to calm down. Okay, so that's very, very good. Time. That was one of the best ones. You just kind of start seeing the right leg. It's a lot better. Now this one here was without the belt rising. Okay, this is before that. This is just hitting balls, trying to punch them, and trying to make sure that if you remember correctly, we're trying to feel like you're swinging the club out to first base. Okay, keeping your left knee bent and your right leg straighter. Okay, that keeps this right here, the center axis of your swing, which is the center rotation in the center of your feet. Okay, which is really, really important because we can get that to move faster the more it's centered. Now the center of your swing is this left shoulder, and that's another topic completely. But you can kind of see how that's calming down. So anyway, hopefully this makes sense. If you have any questions, just text me or call me. I think just some of the next pieces, once we kind of get this under control, as far as getting the contact and getting, you're hitting nice little draws now. Picked up 15 yards easily right off the bat, and you're actually starting to get the ball in the air now instead of stay behind it and release the face over and hitting pulls and low shots or low fades. Now you're starting to get a little higher draw because you understand things a little bit better. Once this is taken hold, we're going to start getting into the backswing pieces. So hopefully this is pretty easy to understand. If you have any questions, just let me know. Okay? Thank you. Bye.